Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'm going to continue with the funding spotlight series. Where in this series I give you a list of universities and also specific programs that offer funding for admitted students. So today I'm going to talk about Iowa State University. So Iowa State University is a, a public research land grant university located in Ames, Iowa in the United States. And then the specific program that we are going to look at is the PhD program in economics. The PhD program in economics. So this program, let's look at the general overview of the program. So there is the Iowa State University PhD program has majors in economics and agricultural economics. Students receive a solid foundation in economic theory and statistical methods with the flexibility to pursue broad areas of study. The rigorous training in theoretical and applied economics prepares graduates to compete for research and teaching positions in leading academic institutions, government, and industry. Now, because in this series, my main focus is on funding, let's look at the funding aspect of the program. Then we can look at the program overview. Okay, so let's go straight to funding. Let's go straight to cost and funding. Very important, cost and funding. So it says assistantship funding, PhD. The standard financial aid offer is a half-time 20 hours per week assistantship paying a stipend of $21,400 per academic year. So that's 9 months appointment. So it means that if you are admitted into their program, you are going to be funded. Your funding is covered for you, okay, up to 5 years. It is renewable every year, up to 5 years. So you don't have to worry. Funding is a key. That's why in this series I give you programs that offer funding for admitted students. So if you apply to the PhD program in economics or agricultural economics at Iowa State University and you are admitted, it means that you don't have to worry about funding. Now let's look at the PhD course work, or let's go to the admission guidelines first. Admission guidelines. So let's see. So before you can be admitted, you have to have master's degree in economics, mathematics, or statistics from a well-known university preferred. So master's degree in any of these fields is preferred. You have to also have a GRE with a verbal score greater than 152, or an GRE quantitative greater than 155, analytical writing 4.0. okay, high grades in mathematics or statistics will help you. It will increase your chance of getting admission. You also have to take some courses, high grades in economic courses, including economic principles, intermediate, microeconomics, macroeconomics, econometrics, and economic field courses. So if you have courses, you don't have to take all this, but if you have courses, it will improve your chance of getting admission. Okay, now let's go to how to click here to apply. So let's see, for PhD applicants, the admission that PhD applicants, in order to guarantee your application is reviewed for admission, the complete application including all supplementary materials need to be submitted to Iowa State no later than January 15 prior to the full semester of planned enrollment. So the admission deadline is January 15. Okay, and then for masters it is February 15. Alright, so take note of the deadline. Deadline is very important. Okay, application requirements. Okay, So the PhD, for PhD applicants, you are applying to the PhD in economics. So they have the concentration: agricultural economics, applied econometrics, environmental and resource economics, financial economics, labor, public economics, industrial organizing. So they have quite a number of concentrations that you could choose from. So you just have to read and then look at the concentration that you are interested in. Then you prepare your application materials accordingly. Secondly, you also need to submit your transcript of all previous undergraduate and graduate coursework that you've taken. The GRE score, the code is here. You have to submit a GRE score. And then also you need to submit TOEFL, that's English proficiency. If you're an international student and your first language or your official language is not English, then you have to submit an English proficiency. Okay, you also need to submit 3 letters of recommendation. 3 letters of recommendation is needed. In addition, you have to submit your resume or CV, but it is optional. Though resume and CV is optional, but I think you should be able to submit that. Alright, so consider this program if you are interested in economics, because if you are admitted, your funding is covered. Okay, let's go to the frequently asked questions. Frequently asked questions. This is, what is the deadline for application? Okay, the deadline, I think I've gone over that already. So for masters, the MS Agricultural Economics application can apply at any time. However, application received by February 15 are prioritized for scholarship considerations. So that's the priority deadline. Priority deadline from the master's program is February 15. It means that by this deadline, if you submit your application, all the funding they have, you'll be considered. If you are admitted, you'll be considered for all the funding they have. And then that's for the PhD, January 15. Okay, that's the priority deadline for this program. Are the Iowa State Economics Graduate Program STEM satisfied? Let's see. Yes, both the MS program and PhD program are STEM satisfied. Okay, that's good. Next question, let's see. What items should I include in the statement of purpose? Okay, so if you are writing your statement of purpose, in one of my previous videos, I spoke about statement of purpose, and I made mention that schools give some prompts for you to follow when you are writing your statement of purpose. So in this program, they have given you some prompts here. What led you to choose economics or agricultural economics as a field of study? So you should be able to answer this prompt. How has your background prepared you for graduate study in economics? And also, what are your career plans? So you should be able to highlight your career plans and your motivation. For PhD applicant, what are your choices of field of specialization? So if you are applying to any of their PhD programs, they have these specializations. Which one are you interested in? You should be able to specifically highlight that in your statement of purpose. Okay, and also another question here: if I want to apply for financial assistantship, what form should I complete? Okay, that question is answered. It says all complete applications to enter a PhD program are considered for assistantship. No separate form is needed. We do not offer assistantship for MS students. So for masters programs, they don't offer funding or assistantship. Okay, but for their PhD program, if you are admitted into their program, you'll be considered for funding, and you don't have to send in the application separately for funding. If you submit all the application material into the program, it will be reviewed and you'll be considered for funding. What is the application fee? So this specific program, the application fee for international students is $100 US, and then also for US citizens it is $60 US. How can I find more about the department and the graduate programs? Okay, so they have specific links, and then also specific people that you can email. Okay, so they have program coordinators. I spoke about program coordinators in my previous mail, that like in my previous video, sorry, one of my videos I spoke about program coordinators. Emailing them to ask them questions is very important. Okay, and so they have their contact details here that you could look at. Okay, so there are a lot of questions here. All you have to do is to go through them, read into details, and prepare your application accordingly. Iowa State University is a very good university, so consider their PhD program in economics. Okay, PhD program in economics. So they have several concentrations that you can consider. Okay, so I hope today's video has been helpful, and if today is your first time visiting my YouTube channel, please do not forget to like this video, hit the subscribe button, and share this video with your friends who might also be interested in studying PhD in economics. So as I said, in this series I give you, that's the funding spotlight series, I give you specific schools and specific universities that offer specific universities and specific programs that offer funding for admitted students. Okay, so stay tuned, subscribe to this channel, as I do more videos on this. Okay, so you might get a program and a school that offers a program that you are interested in. Okay, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.